Hey traders, Raghee here. One of the questions that I do get is this market buy the dippable? All right, what does that even mean? Gang, remember that if we're looking at the expectations for follow through, we love the follow through in trends. Trends allow us to buy the dip. Trends allow us to buy breakouts. The ideal scenario for most traders are uptrends. So job number one is, how are you identifying an uptrend? Now, if you're in the Simpler Trading options room, futures room, or My Sector Secrets Mastery, you have access to the trade flags or the multi-trend. So if you're in the futures room or the options room, there's a lot of free tools that I've given away for the better part of, let's see, about 5 or 6 years. And I give them away, gang, not because they're not valuable, but actually because they're the most valuable things that have helped me become a trader. And that starts with, what is the structure? Because many of you have heard me talk about structure dictates strategy, right? So structure is really a combination of what the 8, 13, 21 and 34 EMAs are doing. What the 8, 13, 21, and 34 exponential moving averages are doing. What is their relationship to each other? And when they align, there's more likely an uptrend versus downtrend versus chop. We have turned into an uptrend on the Dow on the 11th of November. And by the way, it is the strongest of the 3 indices. All right. So a lot of folks ask, well, what about the Russell, Rag? Nope. In fact, that's laggy like the Nas. What about the NASDAQ? Looks a lot like that. What about S&P? Little bit more bullish. And this is what I want to dive into here, gang. Now, granted, I know I'm talking to some futures traders. So you all know, Rag, we've been following you for a while. Prices have dipped into the wave and we want to buy that dip. And especially since we're above the equator, which is our 200 propulsion, cool, let's get to work. I'm with you. But the question a lot of traders ask me is, Rag, why is the Dow in an uptrend? And this is when we can do a couple things. First of all, what is the Dow? It's the financials, it's tech, it's healthcare, transportation, industrials. Now, I'm not saying the Dow is only these 5 sectors, but these 5 sectors do dictate what the Dow is most likely to do. Financials and healthcare are more heavily weighted within the Dow than they are the S&P. The S&P is getting dragged down a little bit by the likes of tech and XLK, and even the NASDAQ's behavior is influential on the S&P, right? So right now, don't look for dips in the S&P, although if you do, make that second to the Dow. Don't even consider dips to buy in the NAS. So what is buy the dip? If we want to think, rather than a meme, unfortunately, buy the dip, by the way, gang, is the cornerstone of my 33 plus years of trading. Dips are really retracements. So if you're a fan of a reversion to the mean, right? We can look at it as a reversion to the mean. We can look at it as a retracement. That's what a dip is. Buy the dip is simply buy the reversion, buy the retracement. Now, if you want to do a retracement, I love 50% retracements. If you want to do a reversion to the mean, my idea of a mean, and by the way, gang, you know there's no one mean. I know you all know that. There's no one accepted mean. So what is my mean? My mean is the 34 EMA wave, which is the 34 EMA high to low range. Here we are trading down to that range. That's a reversion to the aggressive edge of the mean, right? And that's the way I like to think about when I would buy the dip. Only in uptrends, gang. And then if I take a look at healthcare, haven't even reverted. Nothing to do here other than wait for that pullback. XLF has reverted to the mean. It's also gotten a little shaky on structure, but it's still very buyable. I love this 200 period test. So you might say, Rag, what does this have to do with futures trading? This is why we want to focus on the Dow. But look, I know a lot of you that are watching this trade futures and stocks and ETFs and options. Why not look at some XLF DIA options if you're concerned about risk or even overnight exposure to the Dow, right? Now, here's what's cool. And this is something that we're going to do more of as we go into the new year. if I'm still struggling with daily time frame follow through, right, we're going to continue to day trade. I mean, day trading still has been an excellent overall approach. But what about time frames like a 1 hour? What about time frames like a 4 hour? Is there a way to get positioned in a market that allows us to take advantage of maybe a 1 or 2 day move rather than 3, 4, 5 days or weeks? Yes, it's going to be these longer term intraday time frames that are too long to be day trading time frames, but too short to keep us in a trade for many, many days, the way a daily can very easily. All right. So we're going to talk a lot more about that come the new year. And gang, the new year is going to be here before you know it. Right. We're about 3 weeks away from the beginning of the year. And these are things that we're going to continue to fine tune. But let's start with structure. Okay. I hope this helps. If you're a member of any of these rooms, go grab the grab candles and the wave. This is my tops layout. This can be the foundation that you plug in all those favorite indicators that you get here from Simpler. Maybe you're using my HPMRs. Many of you know, Rog, there's no HPMR trade until I get structure. Absolutely, right? Maybe you're using my V-score. Does V-score have a sensitivity to market structure? Absolutely. So this is the foundation, gang. The tops, the structure, the grab, the wave. This is the foundation. So I hope you take advantage of that. And then, throughout December, I'll talk a little bit more about how you can put this to work in your own trading. It will supercharge any approach that you're using, right? December is all about getting ready for 2023, the mindset, the tactics, etc. When everyone else is phoning it in and sort of, taking it easy through December, we're going to turn it up. We're going to turn up the volume. We're going to turn up our efforts because this, as I like to call it, is separation season. We're going to separate from everyone else who figures they're going to coast through the end of the year, right? That's why I know you're going to get this. That's why I know, so many of you tune into Charts and Coffee and watch these free videos. I want to help you as much as I can. I hope this gets us going in the right direction. I'll see you in the next update. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.